What's happening, everyone? So today we're here to discuss my top favorite fragrances with a prominent note of leather. You guys voted in the last video I did the top notes, and you guys wanted me to share with you my top leather fragrances. So brace yourselves, it's coming up right now. So with the weather transitioning now, getting really cooler at nights and early morning, especially in the evening time, it gets really cool, really brisk, and it's great to wear leather fragrances. Leather happens to be one of my favorite fragrance notes in the fall into early winter, or even into like deep winter. I just love the note of leather. It's just so cozy, so embracing, and so captivating. So I have some honorable mentions here that I like to bring to your attention. It's only 4 of them, which I think are great, but they were a hair short of making my favorite top leather fragrances of all time. First one is Leather Essence from the House of Ferrari. I did a Good, Bad, Ugly, Underrated from this house, and this here is definitely my favorite from the Ferrari collection. The only reason why it's not one of my favorites of all time, I haven't really experienced much with this fragrance. I'm hoping to do so in the fall and winter months to come. So honorable mention, Ferrari Leather Essence, a great scent from the get-go. You spray this on, it smells like $1,000,000. The other honorable mention here from the house of Thierry Mugler is Pure Leather, a great flanker to the house. This one here, as a flanker, it's the one that sits closest to the original A-Man, but a great leather scent. It's like the A-Man with a hint of a beautiful, sweet suede leather. Very good, check it out if you haven't. I do love the Davidoff Blend collection. This one here is Leather Blend. As you can see, I put a really deep dent into this fragrance, just about halfway gone. I'd say it's one of my favorite leather fragrances for sure. It's not one of my favorites of all time just because it's a little too sweet for my taste, but nevertheless, it's a great leather blend. I also have a full review on this fragrance. If you guys want to check it out, go ahead. It's a great release from Davidoff. Eager to try. I think there's one called Agar Blend and Amber Blend, but I don't own the other two, but this one here was definitely a great release. And last but not least, from the house of Ralph Lauren, this is Supreme Leather. Again, really great, beautifully done. A little bit too sweet for my taste and can get a little cloying very quickly, hence the fact that is not on my top favorite leathers of all time. So let's get into them right now. Now, just one quick caveat. These are my favorite leather scents of all time that I'm gonna be sharing with you right now. They're in no particular order. I have probably about 20, 25 really good leather scents, but these 10 are really the ones I reach out for the most when I wanna have that cozy, beautiful leather feel fragrance. I reach out for those. So let's get it on. All right, so the first one we're going to be talking about today is from the house of Van Cleef & Arpels. Sadly discontinued. This is a gem of a fragrance, a stunning, beautiful, modern take on leather. This particular fragrance here, this is the Eau de Parfum, but they also come in an EDT, Eau de Toilette concentration. I do like this one a bit more because it's a little bit sweeter and a little bit more resinous. This particular fragrance, Van Cleef & Arpels, is called Midnight in Paris. And for the longest time, for years, you were able to find this fragrance at discount bins at your local Marshalls or TJ Maxx. Unfortunately, over the past year, this was discontinued, sadly, and now it's really hard to find. And a little bottle like this, which I believe is 75 ml, can fetch upwards of $100+. So it's a really great fragrance. Unfortunate, discontinued, but if you can, check this one out. The perfumer here is Olivier Poge, so you know everything he puts his hands on, it's pretty much a home run. This one here is no different. You have amber, tonka, styrax, incense, and a fantastic, smooth, sweet suede leather. Check this one out if you can. Since we're talking about modern take on leather, let's talk about this one here from the house of Dior. This is Your Own Parfum. Divine. This one here has a beautiful gemmy rose, iris, and a fantastic, smooth, delectable, and delicious leather. This one's androgynous for sure. Anyone can rock this. A great release. When you compare this side by side with Your Homme Intense, over the past few years, I've been enjoying Parfum a little bit better just because, again, it has that leather, it has that sweet, smooth, sweet leather embellished by the iris and the rose. I do love this fragrance. If you can, check it out. I think you can find this easily at discounters, and it's definitely a home run from the house of Dior. Here's another boozy leather that's just under the radar. Nobody talks about it. From the house of NAOMI GOODSIR, this is CUIR VELOURS. It's a cognac leather that is just definitely resinous, regal, and extremely powerful. Be careful with the sprays. Two sprays on this is one too many. One spray right here in this area is more than enough. It bleeds quality through and through. The leather here is just a stunner. Check out CUIR VELOURS. If you love leather, you're not gonna regret it. Here's a great leather scent offering from the house of Olfactive Studio. This one's Chambre Noire. This is a fruity, incense, vanilla, plum, beautiful, sensuous, and very mysterious leather. Look at the dent I've put in this bottle. This one here is definitely an amazing leather-based scent. Definitely my favorite from the house of Olfactive Studio. If you haven't checked it out, give this one a shot. Look how much I wore this juice. A beautiful, mature, and sensual scent, if you know what I mean. Over the past couple of years, I've been experienced with the house of Memo, and I do love their leather offerings, especially Italian leather, which is my favorite. Now, if you don't want to pay that much for a bottle of Memo and you want something that's 95% similar to that scent, and it's going to get you an amazing performance and get you complimented and really turn heads, try CUIR de Milano from Dua Fragrances. I understand this one here can be had, I think, between $55 and $65 if you go to the website. This is an amazing leather-based scent. So beautiful, smoky, and it has that tomato leaf up top that gives you that herbal kind of a feel. Smoky leather, beautiful, sensual. You can't go wrong. Check out CUIR de Milano from Dua Fragrances if you love Memo fragrances, in particular Italian leather. All right, the next one comes from the house of Tom Ford Private Blends, and of course, you know it's Tuscan leather. This one here is primal, it's extravagant. Think of an expensive luxury exotic car like a Ferrari or Lamborghini. That's the type of leather that you get here. It's just primal, it's just beautiful. I love the raspberry note up top, which softened things up. This is just a fantastic scent. If you love leather scents, this one is a must. Tom Ford Private Blend Tuscan leather. Next one here is a timeless classic from the mid-80s from the house of Hermes. This is Bel Ami, a beautiful, rugged, bold, in-your-face leather fragrance. If you like those powerhouse fragrances of the 80s, this one here is very prominent with the leather. It's got a slew of notes, but what screams here is the leather, the oak moss, the vetiver with a hint of vanilla. That's right, this one here will grow hair on your chest. It's a powerhouse. I love this scent, it brings back memories. So Bel Ami from the house of Hermes, a fantastic leather scent. Check this out if you can. Now, just so you know, I love Bel Ami so much, it doesn't matter if you have the most current formulation or the second formulation or the one I just showed you now, which is the vintage formulation, they all smell amazing. It's that beautiful leather with the vetiver, the oak moss, the powerhouse. It's a fougere leather type of scent, but the leather is very prominent as you get to the heart and to the dry down. I love it. Bel Ami from the house of Hermes. Try it. If you love leather and powerhouse scents, this one here will grow hair on your chest. This next one, I'd have to say it's the most daring here and the most bold and brash from the list. From the house of XERJOEF, this one here is 1717 HOMME or XERJOEF HOMME, a beautiful leather scent, but again, this is not for the faint at heart. A very bold, brash, and in-your-face leather. This one here will turn heads, but will also turn noses. Go easy on the trigger. 1 or 2 is more than enough. I would stay away from spraying in this area. Very, very strong, potent juice right here. A combination of spices that include cloves, lavender, vetiver, and leather. So again, not for the faint of heart. Very, very strong, brash, and bold, and in-your-face leather. One spray will last you the whole day, but definitely a masterpiece from the house of XERJOEF. Worth checking out. Get a decant, try it, not for everyone. This next one here from the house of Amouage, definitely on my top 3 favorite Amouages of all time. This one here is Memoire Man. You get a tremendous, stunning trifecta of absinthe, frankincense, and leather. This is a stunner of a fragrance, amazing in the cold weather. You're gonna feel like you're wearing this most expensive leather jacket. Try this one if you love leather. This one here is a must try or a must own. Definitely one of my favorite leather scents of all time. This next one here perhaps is the most feminine or leaning towards the feminine end of the spectrum here in this list. but definitely a masterpiece in my opinion. I love it. From the house of Chanel, CUIR de Russie, or Russian leather. Look at the color of this juice. It is going to give you off a little bit of animalic, aldehydic, feminine touch to the scent, but wait 40 minutes or so and the magic begins. It's buttery, it's smoky, it's a little bit floral, and it's a delectable, delicious, just comforting leather scent that you must try. Just a true, lavish, luxurious, and sensual scent. This one here is the old EDT. I know that recently Chanel has, or last year if I'm not mistaken, the list exclusive have now been offered in a eau de parfum concentration, but believe me, if you can get the older bottles, the EDT, they are stronger and much better composed. Without a shadow of a doubt, CUIR de Russie from the house of Chanel sits on top of my favorite leather scents of all time. Hope you enjoyed my favorite leather scents of all time. Please comment in the section below, what are your favorite leather scents of all time? Is there anything I should be trying? If I love leather scents, maybe something that I don't own right now that I should check out, please comment below and definitely let me know your top 5 favorite leather scents of all time. Don't forget to vote on my next top fragrances in a prominent note. If I'm not mistaken, this is the 5th installment. I think I've done vetiver, boozy scents, citrus scents, tobacco scents, and now leather scents. So vote below on which note you'd like to see next. The top 3 will be featured in the next notes to come. Thank you so much for watching, guys. You know what to do. Keep on spraying and stay fragrant. I will see you in the next one. Bye.